Okay, start. Well, it's Friday, and I wanted to go to Durango so bad. And we had reservations for tonight at the Comfort Inn, and we were going to go to Dick's Services. And we were all ready to go, and the doctor and the visiting nurse and the caretaker all thought that it would be unwise for me to leave and make the trip. And I know I could have done it. I'd like to prove to them that I could have done it, but I guess we made the decision not to go. So,
And it was a hard decision to make.
oh, it was tough. I wanted to go so bad, and but I guess they knew what they were talking about. Anyway, I wanted to tell you about how long ago, when I first met Dick, he was sitting in a high chair, blonde, curly hair, and I was about 9 or 10 years old, and he must have been a few months old. That's my first recollection when I stayed. I don't know if it was just for the day or if it was for quite a while. But Lena took me out to the farm, her dad's farm, and that was a good day. But Dick was little and cute. Then I remember when we went to their place one time on South Main, and Dick was gone, and we wondered where he was, and he was over at the ball field, hoping to get some um, foul balls. I guess that was his favorite sport. So then I didn't see much of Dick. I don't know where he was, but anyway, then when we moved to Denver from Butte, Montana in 1963, I remember Bill called Dick. He was living in Colorado Springs in an apartment. I think he was single. And we asked if we could get together, and he said, sure. So we went to Pikes Peak. Terrible day. You couldn't see anything. It was so foggy. And we joke about that a lot because there was some guy running down the road. And he says he must be a Finlander because he didn't have very many clothes on. And Dick never forgot that. So we moved to Denver and lived at 1620 South Claremont. And Dick came up a lot on weekends. The kids loved him. He always had a joke or some kind of a toy. He was like his dad. And so my kids really, really thought a lot of Dick.
I remember one time it was a Saturday night and I had taken a bath and I left the water in the tub. And you asked me if I let the water out, and I says, no, he might need to use the bathtub. And we were, because we'd always shared the water with everybody else that was taking a bath. And he thought that was so funny that he'd get in my used bathtub water.
Yeah, he was a lot of company, and he was always happy. We always looked forward to him coming. And I did meet him again down in years later. Or one time he came up every time we had company, like Mabel and Evelyn came, and he came up, and we had a good time. I've got pictures of that. Then he moved to Durango, probably from Colorado Springs, I'm not sure. But I don't remember. Oh, one time he came up, and after Bill had died, I'm sure, and I just gotten a new car, a Mercury Cougar, and he stopped by, and he says, "I'm going to Aberdeen." He says, do you want to go along?" I said, "Sure." But he had an old car, and he had a lot of stuff in it, and I says, "I'll go if you take my car." So he put everything in my car, and we started out for South Dakota towards evening, and then it got dark, and he says, "How do you turn the lights on?" I says, "I don't know. I just got in the car." So that was funny. He remembers that. Then it was a longer trip from Durango to Denver, so I didn't see much of him until he was in the hospital in Aurora someplace for a heart condition, and I made some lifts and took it up to the hospital for him. And even then, when he was sick, or he probably wasn't sick, but he had some sort of surgery, he was happy. So we always enjoyed him, and he was just like a brother.
Then you like doing that history stuff too, right?
Oh, then we got involved with Ancestry, and that was so much fun because he was better on the computer than I was. So every time I had a question, or every time we discovered something, then we had to talk, and we could talk for an hour. And he was just easy to get along with. And we discovered a lot of stuff about the Burke family, and he shared everything. So I'll miss that. And then he was supposed to come to Denver, he and Tammy, if Tammy brought her mother back. And I says, well, I told him Heidi wanted to go to Durango and take her computer so he could help her with something. And he says, no, we'll be coming up to Denver. So I looked forward to him every day. But he never came.
That's about it for Ramona's reminiscing about Dick. It's July 23rd, 2021, and we're going to miss you.